Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 5 here, hanging out at the OGPP, just chilling out, having us a good old time. Unfortunately, last night, I had to leave my Daily Berries gathering team on overnight because, yet again, we had another bad day where Gardevoir didn't trigger. And I think it's partially due to maintenance. When maintenance happens and you track your sleep with your phone, you have to go straight into the sleep report. So I wasn't able to swap the team around, get Gardevoir on the team early, and hopefully get a good trigger early on in the morning. So unfortunate set of circumstances, but it is what it is. We're good now. Hopefully things moving forward will be great. I did already change the team out this morning and collect from them, which is why we're going to see Venusaur on the team here in a second. Hopefully, no skill trigger there. I also didn't get any skill triggers overnight at all from Gardevoir, which is like a 5% possibility, maybe 10% possibility. So not good. But since we only have to get through the rest of today and tomorrow, I think I'm just going to leave Venusaur on the team just to get enough honey to hopefully get us all the way through tomorrow. And then we can worry about what we're going to do Sunday later. I'm not really worried about it this week. Like I've said a few times, I really, other than getting to Master 3 for the incense, I'm not really that worried about what we do this week. It's really meant to be leveling up Pokemon using Sleep XP, really, and just kind of chilling out and relaxing since we had a pretty fun and eventful 2 weeks. So, today is what it is. There's nothing wrong with today. We're having a good time. We're just responding to things as they come along, chilling before we got Dream Shard Week next week. But we got to talk about that a little bit later. For now, let's go ahead and make breakfast. Let's get this Dizzy Punch spicy curry up and running. You know what? Let's see. What do I want to throw in there? Let's get some cocoa in there. Why not? Got a decent chance of extra tasty. That cocoa will be nice if we do get it. Might as well. So let's show you what we can get out of there. And hopefully something very good. Hopefully. Ooh, did not get that extra tasty. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate to spend so much cocoa and not get extra tasty. Plus, we need the, well, I was going to say we need the XP, but now we need XP on every dish because we got 65 unlocked. So maybe Sunday will be some time to, a good time. Maybe. To level up something that was at 60, well, is at 60 now and can now go to 65. We'll see. My brain is still not completely awake. I had to get up early today, recording a little bit earlier. Hadn't had breakfast yet, feeding Snorlax before myself, so my brain's not 100% there yet. But we did get 200 sleep points, puts us at a grand total of 5,814. And then for our daily lottery, we could pick up something very nice. It's going to be 15 diamonds, which we do desperately need. I would like to get one of those bundles next week, especially that small bundle. That'd be nice if we could do that. But all right, let's go ahead and back it up. We'll dive into this sleep report and see if we get anything nice today. I did use an incense, so I know for sure one thing I'm getting, and it is something we do want to catch. So that's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, start now. We got 8 hours and 31 minutes of sleep, almost exactly 8.5. Nice. Slumbering is not what we want to see, though. Not at all. Yikes. Ooh, we need the dozing. Dozing is what we really are looking for. Man, that was a terrible freeze frame on that camera. All right. Well, now that the camera freezing made me look like a goof, it didn't have to try very hard. 67.8 million, which is very good. We still don't have enough for H sponge. We've got a long way to go. Long way to go, bro. All right, there's a Wooper, there's a Geodude. We do have 8 spawns simply because of the incense, but that's nice. But not what we're looking for. I would like to just have natural 8 spawns. That's cute. Also, oh yeah, that is 8. I thought I counted 6. Grubbin, Mime Jr., Geodude, Quaxley again, Quaxwell, almost the whole line, and Wooper. Good. Well, at least here there's only one of them that I am really after at the moment. So makes it easy for me to decide what to catch. Where you at, buddy? Be hungry, please. Oh, buddy, I didn't even notice that. All right, well, that is completely unexpected. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, hello, bud. How's it going? Didn't even realize, even side by side, didn't even realize that was a shiny. Let's go. All right. That's a good way to start the day. That'll wake you up for sure. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Geodude, you're hungry too, but you're not the one I'm after. Grubbin, I needed you to be hungry. Oh, man. All right. Hey, I'll take that big hit. This is a good day, man. A shiny and a non-hungry big hit. I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's go ahead and move on. We're done here. We just would be greedy if we went for anything else. Let's not be greedy. Rule number 1, don't be greedy. You know what? Quaxley candy does help people. I'm going to show off this time, and I'm going to send out that shiny Quaxley. Look at that light blue, like cyan feet. Love it. Love it. All right. It's a good shiny. That's going to be 3,785 research XP and 6,200 dream shards. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Yes, let's go. What's up, buddy? Level 15 in Quirky, which I believe is neutral, which is not quite what we're looking for, but it's not terrible. It's not bad. ABA. That's not good. That's not good. This will definitely be ingredient mint cope. Maybe. ABA is not quite what we're looking for. I don't think this is going to be that usable. We skill level up him. Energy recovery bonus. I mean, skill level up is nice. If this one, maybe. I was going to say we might be able to use this as a charge strength Pokemon just because, only because it's shiny. I always want to find a use for shinies, but I don't think that's going to happen. It might happen though. This is exactly what we're looking for, other than skill trigger. Skill level up M, energy recovery bonus, inventory up L, helping speed M, and ingredient finder M. Honestly, solid sub skills, to be completely honest. This is definitely not the worst shiny I've caught in this game. So it's not bad. It's not bad. It just doesn't have a good ingredient spread. I mean, Raenon thinks it's terrible, apparently. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it does. You do have to get it pretty far to get it to actually be useful. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, not having ingredient up for the nature is really hurting a lot. A lot. I'll show you what I mean here in just a moment. But for now, we're going to... Yeah, that's PR 59 for sure. So let's go ahead and save this. It is a Quaxley. It is shiny. And it is level 15. Save that in the box, and then what is that? 59. Okay, so while that's running, I'm gonna do one change real quick. If this was ingredient finding, you know what? Let's even make it a little harder on ourselves. Let's make it quiet so that it's hard to raise to get to those better sub skills. But even if it was ingredient finding, XP gains down, already way better. Already way better. But for now, it is unfortunately 59 ABA. There we go. All right. Well, I mean, like I said, not the worst shiny I've ever caught. Certainly could have been better, but not the worst. And it's pretty good shiny. I really like that Scion on the feet. And now that I'm looking at the feet, I can see that it is actually floating because the shadow doesn't connect the way it's supposed to. Still something they haven't fixed. So it is what it is. But yeah, if it had had ingredient finding up nature, it would have been fine. I don't know if we could have used it because it's ABA, and that particular spread with only 2 leaks makes it really difficult. So I still don't know if we could have used it, but at least it would have been a good rating. Anyway, let's move on. We got us a new grub, and maybe it will be our new coffee boy. Let's see. Vikavolt, level 14 and gentle. Okay. I don't know. Ooh, definitely not our new coffee guy. You are not gonna be the barista that I am looking for. Dream shard bonus though. Maybe helpful next week. Skill trigger M. Ingredient finder S. Yeah, this is just not. Helping speed S, inventory up S. This is not what we're looking for. Main skill chance up and gentle. Okay. Yeah, not what we're looking for. Not even slightly. ABC just kind of ruins everything. Yeah. Yeah. This is not the highlight of today's video. The highlight's definitely that shiny, but let's send this to the professor and we'll just move on. How about that? How about we do that? All right. Cool. Good day. A good day is what this has been so far. All right. If the game will load, we can get back to our regularly scheduled program, which is checking the news now that we're back at camp. Of course, we have no new news. We've had a lot of news the last few days. We also have some community reports. There's going to be about 37 of them. I almost said 40. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 that have doubled up out of 37 is really good odds. 37, that is like 43%. Just throwing a random number out there. Somewhere around there, I think. Not bad. Not bad at all. No level ups, though. But that is okay. We will get some soon. All right. Team-wise, I don't have to do anything. We're good on the team. I set them up this morning. Like I said, I'm just going to let Venusaur run the entire day. Hopefully get the honey that we need for the rest of today and tomorrow. We don't currently have enough for lunch, but we're way ahead of lunch. It is several hours from lunch right now. So I'm hoping, I told you my brain wasn't awake yet. I am hoping that we will get plenty of honey by the end of the day, that we don't have to run Venusaur tomorrow. As much as I love his cute derpy face, we don't want to run him all day if we don't have to. Go and get some extra berries, or potentially tomorrow get some ingredients for what we're going to make on Sunday. But speaking of prepping for the future, Dream Shard Week is coming up. In the spirit of Dream Shard Week coming up and trying to raise some Pokemon this week, I have decided that it is time to try to figure out if I have decent Pokemon that I could have a Dream Shard Magnet team, ideally. But I don't think I have good enough Pokemon for me to be able to do that. But we're going to figure that out. We're going to figure it out together. I haven't looked at them other than to get them set up for us to look at. But I have no idea what their stats actually break down to. So let's figure it out together. And this is how we're going to figure out if we want to go ahead and start working on some of them. So first thing I did, I went to the main skill tab over here. Yeah, it's kind of gray because I'm already on it. But right below the ingredients tab, you can see the main skill tab. And then over here on the right, we have Dream Shard Magnet S and then Dream Shard Magnet S with the range. So the first one is just a set amount of Dream Shards. The second one is a range of Dream Shards. So there's two different skills. What we want to do is open new tabs with each of them, or you can go one by one. I just open new tabs. So for Dream Shard Magnet S with the range, we have Gulpin, or Swalot is number 1, period. Keep in mind this first row here is just neutral, no sub-skills, no natures, because I haven't selected any here. If I select it, it may change, but generally it won't. But Swalot is number 1. Gulpin's number 3, actually, funny enough. And then Sableye does actually have a use. This whole time I've been hating on Sableye in this game about how it was kind of useless, but it does actually have a use. I just never knew it. It's still not as good as Swalot, but it is better than Gulpin, better than Musharna and Mana. So no worries there. However, below this, you can see in my box what my current best ones are for Dream Shard Magnet S with the range. I do have a decent Gulpin. I think it's okay. I don't think it's the best, but it might be worth powering up, especially since it's the number 1 Dream Shard Magnet Pokemon in the game. We'll see, but we'll look at a production comparison here in a minute to figure that out for sure. With Dream Shard Magnet S, just the flat amount, Lucario actually number 1, which is pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting that. And then Santa Hat Pikachu number 2 for Dream Shard Magnet S, that's a flat amount. Persian actually number 3. I was surprised. I haven't actually looked at Persian as far as like looking into it myself, but from what I've heard from everybody that's talked to me about Persian, they've all said it's bad. So I was actually kind of surprised to see Persian was number 3, but it is apparently. Then when you look at my Pokemon box, I do have a Riolu that I haven't evolved yet. I also have a Santa Hat Pikachu that is apparently my number 1 Dream Shard Magnet Pokemon as of right now, because we haven't powered anything up or evolved them or anything. So currently, it's my best one for just a flat rate. That said, once I figured out who I was looking for, went to production comparison, and I put all them here in the production comparison screen by clicking on this little box here, and then on main skill, just selected Dream Shard Magnet S flat and Dream Shard Magnet S range. So that's what I did. I didn't put all my money in there because there's only 2 I'm really looking at investing in. I just haven't cleared these out of my box yet. But we got 2 of them with helping bonus and berry finding. I don't want to invest in the others. It doesn't make sense to me. I, 1, don't have the candies to invest in 4, even if I wanted to. And 2, it just doesn't make sense to. These 2 have helping bonus and berry finding. No reason for me to invest in the others. That said, we can go one by one and take a look-see doodles. Let's go ahead and expand all so we can see what we're looking at. With this Gulpin, currently only 2.26 triggers a day for probably about 678.50 each, I believe that is. Let me see. No, that's all day. Okay, good. So good to know. This is all day is all we can expect from this Gulpin. However, if we do invest in it, let's go ahead and pull up our Gulpin, see how far we can get without using any handy candies, because once we get into using handy candies, we're looking at spending a lot of dream shards, which I'm not opposed to, but I want to make sure that we have enough for others just in case. So Gulpin, where are you at, my guy? There you are. It actually is pretty good. 85 was the last PR. So not too bad. We're looking at helping speed, inventory up M, skill trigger M. Ooh, we'd have to get it to 50. We would definitely have to get it to 50. Yeah, okay. So how far can we take you? We might be able to get you to 50. I mean, it's going to cost us a lot. But we do have the mini candy boost coming up as well. So this could be a day 1 investment. We are not getting you to 50. Definitely not. We can get you to 44. So, okay. I think that's close enough that with candy boost and handy candies, we might be able to get this guy to 50. And if there's only 1 that I can invest in, I want to invest in the king of Dream Shard Magnet. So I'm willing to say I'll do what it takes to get it to 50 for the sake of this little experiment here, which does give us 5.15 average triggers per day. Keep in mind, we will have the 1.25 bonus because of the event. So 25% extra would put us right about 6.5, I think, if I've done my quick and dirty back of the napkin math in my head real quick correctly. So 6.5 is not bad, roughly. We'll just call it 6 just to make it fair and be a little bit conservative. So that's not too bad, but let's say that we get you to, I don't have that many main skill seeds. How many do I have? I only have 3. I could buy a 4th from the shop right now. I have the sleep points for it. So best I can do is get it to level 6. Okay. That's not too bad. Which does give me about 8,000 dream shards a day, plus a little bit extra. So we'll call that 9,000. I think we can safely call it 9,500, given the average amount per skill trigger. So we can call that 9,500 a day, but we'd have to spend how many dream shards? It was a lot of dream shards to get there. The idea is that we'll make it up. So that said, we also, since we know we're going to be doing this, or if we decide we're going to do this, well, that's not that bad. 120k dream shards. That's not terrible. We can make that back in, what was that? Let's see, 9,500, 120k. It would take us about a little less than 2 weeks to make that back, which is not terrible. It's not bad. Okay. Well, that's a thing we could do. I don't hate it. I just wish I had more main skill seeds. But this is definitely one that I'm going to look at investing in. I kind of like this. Let's go to Riolu. Where are you at, buddy? Let's see how far we can get you. I don't even remember. There you are. Oh, yeah. Lols. Yeah, this one. I think this is one that if we have a Dream Shard Magnet team, we just put this on the team overnight because it's only from sleep research. I wish it applied. I do think it should apply to all sources of dream shards, even rank ups. That would be nice. Even if they dropped it down and gave it 4%, just to kind of balance it out. But I really think it should stay 6% and apply to all sources of dream shards. Just like I think energy recovery bonus should apply to all sources of energy recovery, not just your sleep. But I don't know. I'm not a game dev. This one doesn't get good until way later, and we are definitely not getting him to 50. This is like 40, probably, if I had to guess, which is not good because that means we don't get skill trigger. So yeah, this is not the one. I don't think we're investing in this guy. Let's see. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. Let's see. Hypothetically, if we invest those 4 seeds in you instead, what are we looking at? That is not a lot. Not a lot. Only 3,800 a day. And let's see, how far can we get you? Oh yeah, just about 40. So it's gonna be a little less. Be 38 by the time we evolve him, but not terrible. Also, don't you have a... You do. Oh, I couldn't evolve you even if I wanted to. Well, that would have needed to be planned ahead. So Riolu's out. Riolu's not happening. Santa Hat Pikachu we don't have to evolve, which is good. Plus we have tons of Pikachu candy. Where is Santa Hat Pikachu? Are you with the other Pikachus? I think you are. You are. Yeah, you're actually not bad. 88. 88 PR is really good. We would definitely have to get him to 50. So we can't evolve you, which is unfortunate. I would love a Santa Hat Raichu. That'd be fantastic. But let's assume we could get you to 50. And again, let's assume the same 4 main skill seeds. I just want to see, at this point, I don't think I can invest in multiple. I can only invest in 1. Even with those 4 main skill seeds, best case scenario, 4.67. You know what? Let's go ahead and drop Lucario out. We know we're not going to do that. Yeah. So, not going to work. Not going to work. That is unfortunate, but it's not a bad backup. If we could invest in 2 of them, granted, we don't have the main skill seeds. We couldn't do that. But it's not too bad. Not too bad. Then I don't think Meowth is going to work. I think mine. I mean, no, actually, I have a pretty decent one. I have a pretty decent one. Not that decent. Oh, well, nope. It's got skill trigger M and helping speed S right off the bat. So, Meowth Candy's not going to let us get too far. Let's see, maybe 37? No, more than 37. 39. All right, let's go ahead and drop a few. I think it's actually only 40 to evolve. So yeah, level 37, which is not bad. That does mean that we do get helping speed and the skill trigger. So that's not too bad. And then again, let's assume the same 4. I don't think it's going to surpass. Yeah, no, not going to surpass Swalot. What we're learning is that we started off strong with Swalot, and none of these are going to live up to it. You are definitely not. Research XP, you have nothing to help with skill triggers until level 75. We can go ahead and count out Santa Hat Eevee because he's already the last on the list anyway. So we can go ahead and count that one out. Let's just go ahead and get rid of Holiday Eevee. We know that's not going to work. Okay, so yeah. Swalot's looking to be the guy. Now, the only other reason, let's go ahead and get rid of Meowth or Persian. Not gonna be the one. I don't have the resources to invest in multiple. I don't think. The reason I was looking at these 2, though, one, they're helping bonus berry finding, which is good. That means that they are going to be usable long term, not just during this event. Whereas I feel like Swalot is good and usable a lot of the time, but may not be able to fit into the team all that often. I mean, I suppose I could put him on a daily berry fighting team and use him pretty frequently throughout the week, kind of how we've done this week with our daily berry finding team. But I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, but these 2 would be usable long term because I can use them pretty much anytime I go to Lapis. Especially this one gets free level up. 3 free level, no, 4 free level ups. This one, I get it to level 50 and it's skill level up S and M. So let's see. Musharna, 50. I mean, that's the wrong one. That's why. This is the one. Musharna level 50. That's the one. I was thrown off for a second. It's not a lot, but it would be 2 times a day during the event. So it would help get some extra dream shards. But also, if we go to Lapis, I still haven't decided if I want to. If I do go to Lapis, I think this is a prudent investment on top of the Swalot, because this one I don't have to put main skill seeds into. I can just level it up to 50 and evolve it. Whereas the Swalot, I need the main skill seeds. So that would allow me to get 2 of them invested in with the resources I currently have. So that's kind of why I'm looking at it that way. Technically, I guess I could. Theoretically, no, not even theoretically. I think I have the sleep points to buy both main skill seeds from both shops. So hypothetically, if I really wanted to be crazy, could get this guy to Dream Shard Magnet level 7. And that's a lot of Dream Shards. That's almost 12,000. And it cost me 120k to invest in him, plus a little bit extra. We'll realistically call it 150k by the time I'm done. So yeah, maybe, just maybe it's worth it to do that there. But I also feel like it might be worth it to invest in at least one of these. I would love to get them both to 50, because if I could have them both on the team and I'm at Lapis, that would let me just kind of chill out a little bit. Kind of worry about berry strength versus cooking for once, which, I mean, you know me, I enjoy cooking, but sometimes it's good to take a break, and it's a potential avenue to success. So I don't want to ignore it. But if I could get them both to 50, which I don't think I could do, even with all of my handy candies, I don't think it's possible. But at least this one, in conjunction with Swalot, if we can make a reasonable meal that's maybe not the top tier meal, we might be able to do kind of what we've done this week, where we make a decently strong meal, but have Musharna, Swalot on the team. If this is all assuming we're going to Lapis, have those 2 on the team, make a decently sized meal for all our meals, and get to relatively high strength, you know, master 10 at least. But this is what I'm looking at in terms of my Dream Shard magnets. And I think that investing in the Swalot is for sure the way to go. But potentially investing in the Musharna is another way to go. The second one here. Let me you know what? No, let's not get rid of it. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and click on Lapis. Let's assume we go there. Yeah, 67.5k strength per day. 64,000 just from berries alone. And getting our Dream Shards, which our Dream Shards will be multiplied on top of that. That's one thing I didn't even take into account, is that the amount of Dream Shards we're going to get is going to be multiplied by, what is it, 1.5, I think? I believe it's by 50%. So let me double check just to make sure. Let's see. The event bonus. Yeah. Oh, from sleep research. And from the main skills. So by 1.5. So 50% extra. So for a week, let's see, where's the weekly option? It was here, right? Yes, there it is. For the week, we're looking at getting 81,000 plus an extra 50%, which is another 40k. That's 120k right there. So Swalot will completely cover his cost in a week on average. And then everything we get from Musharna is going to be extra on top of that, but it is going to cost us another probably 100-ish, 120-ish k to invest in Musharna. But we're going to get another 20, what is that? 22,500 Dream Shards roughly. So not too bad. Not too bad. I think this might be a potential winning strategy, but that is how you can decide for yourself if you have something that's worth investing in already. I mean, if you catch something between now and then, that's a different story, but This is how you can check what you've got so far. See if you want to use them. See if you want to invest in them for this Dream Shard Week event. And I've got some things to think about and some decisions to make. As always, I'm open to your comments about my situation and what you think I should do. But yeah, that is where I'm going to wrap things up for today. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, Waite, Husky Star, JP, Barty, Rogue Bastion, Michael O'Brien Jr., Josh Garrett, and Michael Hayes. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe plus or join button right below this video, whichever one YouTube decides it is today. And you can also find a link in the description to my Ko-Fi where you can do a one-off donation if you prefer. You can also find links to my live stream channel as well as to the Discord where you can come hang out with and talk with a cool community of people about Pokemon Sleep. Other than that, y'all have a great day. Hopefully this helped. And until next time, later, dudes.